Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important property of text in CSS, that is vertical alignment. So we will see how we can utilize vertical align property, what all possible values are there that we can utilize in order to change the impact of this property, and we will see what are the benefits of using vertical alignment. But before we proceed with further session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use this vertical alignment property. And if I talk about the session, we are going to proceed in the same way. Firstly, I'll explain you the requirement. We will understand the information, like what we are going. We will understand the agenda, okay, and then we will try to explore the things. Alright, so I think now we are good to start with the session, and here you can see the code is very simple and straightforward. As of now, we have just noted down one title in the head section, and there is one heading showing CSS cascading style sheets by Sharmit. Now after this, we will save it and refresh the browser. So it is coming like this: CSS cascading style sheets by Sharmit. Now what we will do, we will add here another heading which is CSS. Here we will write the topic name, which is vertical align property in CSS. Now you can save it and refresh it. So after a refresh, you will see that vertical align property in CSS has been printed on the screen. Okay. Now let's understand the requirement. The requirement is that I just want to print the same text again in a paragraph, but there I want to perform some vertical alignment on this text Sharmit. I want to show it somewhere on the subscript or superscript or middle or somewhere on the vertical line, right? So just to achieve this thing, what we will do, firstly I'll create one paragraph. On that paragraph we will apply some basic property through inline CSS, and then for this specific word Sharmit we will apply span tag, and on that span tag we will apply the CSS property. So let's see how we will do this. So make it very simple. Firstly, I'll create the text here. So to create the text, you just need to write here p tag. Okay. So here I have included the paragraph tag. Then you can simply copy the text from h1 heading. So here you can see we have noted down the CSS cascading style sheets by Sharmit. We will just simply paste it and save it. Okay. So we have got this thing, which is CSS cascading style sheets by Sharmit. Now here on this paragraph we will apply some basic CSS property. So what you can do, you can simply put here the style, and in this style we will write here the font size and font. Here we will put the font size. In font size we will mention the size as 50 pixel for now, and then we will apply the color. So for color I'm using here a blue color. Fine. Now you can save it and refresh it. So after a refresh, you can see this text is coming like this. Why I kept this text 50 pixel? Because I want to make it small so that I can show you the actual impact on the vertical line. So now what we will do, we will add here span tag. So write span. If you don't know about span tag and other basic HTML related thing, then you can refer the HTML playlist, because there I have explained everything. So you can save it and refresh it. Perfect. So we have added the span tag. Now it's time to apply some CSS property using span. So here what we will do, this time we are going to use the internal CSS. Although like we can write this thing also in internal CSS, that's not an issue. But I just want to show you the span tag related logic separately. That's why I'm doing in this way. Okay. So let's write here style. In this style, we will access span, opening and closing curly braces, and then we will apply firstly the font size. So here, not like this, we will write here font size, or maybe we can write in this way 20 pixel red. Save it and refresh it. Not like this. Let me change it to font size itself. Otherwise you might get confused, because same thing we are using here, right? So font size would be 20 pixel. Fine, now it is good. All right, so we can see now this text is coming with a 20 pixel. Now suppose we have the requirement where we want to show this text on the top of the element, not aligning with the text but on the top of the element. So in that case what we can do, we can use the main property which is vertical align, and here we can use top. So once you save it on top and refresh it, you will see that this text Sharmit is coming on the top of the element. Okay, so this is the advantage of using vertical align property. Similarly, we have another thing which is text top. What it means? So it basically means when you want to align the text specifically to the text written with the element, then in that case you can use the text top. Although here you will not see any difference, but let's say if there are multiple images also in this element, so in that case it will align the things only with the text, not with the another thing. Means in case of top, it will set it on the top of all element, but in case of text align, it will set the highest element of the, but in this case text top, it will only consider the text for aligning the things. Clear? Similarly, if you want to go with bottom, you can save it as bottom, refresh it, and now you can see the text is coming at the bottom. Likewise, we have text bottom, so that we can also do here, text bottom, save it and refresh it. So it is coming like this. Okay, now what next? After this, there might be some requirement where we want to show the text in the middle. So here we can use this middle value. Now you can see the text is coming in the middle. Okay, so this is the advantage of using this alignment property. Apart from this, we have another values like subscript and superscript. So let's see what is subscript and what is superscript. So in case of subscript, it will coming like this. Now remember, when we were in schools or colleges, at that time we were using some chemistry formulas like H2SO4 or anything. So there might be or A plus B ka whole square, right? So those kind of thing, when we want to use superscript or subscript, so in that case you can use this vertical align. Because right now you can see when we do subscript, that means it is aligning the text as a subscript. Similarly, if you make it a superscript, so it will align the things as per superscript. You can see here, right? Don't get confused between top and subscript and superscript. That's why I would recommend you to please explore this thing by doing it some example. Okay, then only things would be much more clear to you. Here I'm just explaining you all the values and its meaning, but when you practice it by your own, then you will learn a lot of things. Okay, fine. So we have added this thing, vertical align, super and sub. Another thing is baseline. So baseline is a default value. So baseline means it will be in the it will follow the same sequence or same alignment that is for the throughout the means whenever we are using baseline, it will consider only that it will be a default value. Okay, whenever you are, let's say if I remove this part also, then also it will be in the same case, because this is the default value. Clear? Fine. Now let's see the next thing, which is now let's say if someone wants to put the values in pixels, so yes, we can pass it as like this, 60 pixels. So it is coming on a 60 pixel. Okay, so this is called how we set the values for the 60 pixel. In case of negative value, it will show in the bottom. In case of positive, it will show on the top. Similarly, we can also set by 50%. So here if I set minus 50%, text will look like this. In case of positive 50%, it will come like this. Clear? And we have already discussed about the middle. So whenever you want to show the text in the middle, you can use this property. Okay, so these are the all possible values, I would say, that we can use with this vertical aligned text. And whenever you are practicing it, just put this column and try each and every value present over here. Okay, so it will give you the idea like how the things are changing according to the value we have provided. Okay, so I think now we are good with this session, and I hope this all things are clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.